No, you already said you come to Charlotte. So that's beautiful because
I'll fight you on Jupiter if I got to. You on Jupiter if I got to.
I don't know what you're talking about, but Devin Haney versus Kambosos. I want in. Bob Arum drops a bombshell, says that Top Rank, as long as it's a competitive fight, George Kambosos, they want in. They want to be a part of his next bout, even if it's with Devin Haney. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Yo, I'm going to jump right into the content. A lot of people are questioning what is next for Devin Haney, what is next for George Kambosos. George Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez in his last fight. He's staying ready, so he have to get ready. And there's all eyes on me, all eyes on what is going to be the next move for ferocious George Kambosos. Bob Arum dropped a bombshell. He did an interview with Fight Hype, and he said that Lou DiBella is Kambosos' lead promoter, but Top Rank has an exclusive deal with ESPN. And that being said, with that exclusive deal, they want to be a part of Kambosos' fight. His next fight, whether it's with Devin Haney or somebody else. He did release a few stipulations. And in those stipulations, he said, for us to be involved, it has to be a good fight. It has to be a fight that we would be proud and happy to bring to ESPN and have on the network. ESPN, big company owned by Disney. They don't want just any fight. So if Kambosos is going to fight a local Australian plumber or some guy with no brand behind him, then that's not going to cut it because this is network TV. But Bob Arum says he is optimistic that Devin Haney or others, as long as Kambosos fights somebody good, which Kambosos is saying he wants the big fights, even in a homecoming fight, he says Top Rank will be involved unless they, for some reason, don't want them to be involved, which he doesn't believe is the case. Wow. This is very interesting news that Top Rank, you got to give it to him. You got to give it to Bob Arum. He's a master of kind of coming in and utilizing the business and his relationships and getting involved even when he previous wasn't, like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury fought with Frank Warren and he fought on Showtime, Premier Boxing Champs, against Deontay Wilder. Made a lot of noise in the Tyson Fury Wilder fight because Fury popped up like the Undertaker and all that, and Top Rank had nothing to do with it. But since Top Rank had an ESPN deal and they seen the marketability, or what they believed to be the marketability for a guy, a heavyweight with the personality, who's Caucasian, British, right? And that's Tyson Fury. They offered him a deal that lured him in and say, hey, we'll be your US broadcaster. You got the situation with Frank Warren in the UK. Let us be involved. And that's exactly what's happening. George Kambosos beat his fighter, Teofimo Lopez, in upset fashion. And in this upset fashion, he became the man with all those belts in the division. And now we're waiting to see what his next move is. But Bob Arum, he's like Christopher Walken in The King of New York, when Christopher Walken said, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. Nothing goes down unless I'm involved. Make sure y'all write that in the comment section. Frank White, King of New York. Nothing goes down unless I'm involved. How come you didn't visit me when I was in prison? Right? King of New York, Frank White style. Bob Arum says, we want in. We want to be a part of this. What does this mean? Devin Haney was sent an offer to fight. Devin Haney, this is ESPN, has been offered the undisputed lightweight title fight with George Kambosos on June 5th in Australia, sources tell ESPN. And this might be how the ESPN journalists got this insight, because ESPN, by way of Bob Arum, looks like they're trying to get cut in on the deal. The offer comes after Lou DiBella told ESPN that Vasily Lomachenko has passed on the fight to remain in the Ukraine during the war. Story coming soon. Now, that was also corroborated by Bob Arum. Bob Arum did state that Aegis Klimas petitioned for his fighters, Ukraine's Lomachenko, Ukraine's Usyk, to see if they could get basically pardoned and allowed to leave, you know, or in that situation, you know, with the Russia invasion, if they would be able to leave. But Bob Arum depicts and states that Lomachenko decided, hey, nah, I'm not leaving. I'm fighting for my country. Ironically enough, and I got a YouTube video about it, Usyk just came out today and said he's fighting against Anthony Joshua and he will be leaving the Ukraine. So it's a bit of a Freaky Friday. A lot of people thought Lomachenko would be the one that would leave, but in actuality, Loma decided to stay instead of fighting for all these belts with George Kambosos. And Usyk says, I decided to start preparing for a rematch with Anthony Joshua. A large number of my friends support me. All the rest of the good and peace. Thank God for everything. So Usyk, check that video out. He says he is leaving to defend his titles with Anthony Joshua. But the person that's staying is Lomachenko. So you got to give him credit for that. You got to give Lomachenko a lot of credit, a lot of heart being shown in times of war, times of turmoil, to defend your country. Very patriotic. So Bob Arum confirmed that. Now this adds a bit of intrigue to me, because you look at the situation, and the situation with Devin Haney and Kambosos, a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions right now. For starters, Devin Haney is with Eddie Hearn. So things are looking bad for Eddie Hearn if DAZN doesn't get Devin Haney and Kambosos. DAZN got Teofimo and Kambosos by default because Triller was the #1 bidder, and they end up defaulting and not putting on the fight within a certain time. So the rest is history. But now Devin Haney, who he's not exclusive to DAZN. So he can definitely fight on ESPN. Good for boxing fans. And use my link in the description to get ESPN for the Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson fight. Definitely if they get this Devin Haney fight as well. So use my link, ESPN. You can get the bundle, which includes ESPN, Hulu, and Disney Plus, all 3 apps for one low price. Link in the description. There's a separate ESPN link, or you can also go to my link tree. But this is bad news for DAZN, because DAZN, they got outbid by Frank Warren in Top Rank for the Tyson Fury versus Dillian White fight. That's one fight, and that's a big fight. So you also could use my link to get that fight. And they lost the purse bid for that. So that's Dillian White. Frank Warren beat Eddie Hearn again in the Demetrius Andrade Zach Parker. So his fighter, Zach Parker, gets the home court advantage. Demetrius Andrade got to fly to the UK and fight Zach Parker, right? And that's not on DAZN. That's BT Sport or whatever Frank Warren's going to do. And then now you have Devin Haney, who's been trying to get a big fight like this, Undisputed. If he takes this, Bob Arum saying that he's going to be involved and it's going to be on ESPN. Now, again, for fans, this doesn't hurt. I'm just talking about from Eddie Hearn's perspective. That's gonna sting a bit. Let me know what you guys think. A lot of questions. Nothing has been finalized and official, but Bob Arum says he wants in and he wants a cut. So, and he got the infrastructure and ESPN backing him to make that a reality. So big fight. Hopefully it comes off. I just want to see the fight. I don't really care. It could be on Nickelodeon. I just want to see the fight. It's an opportunity. So does Eddie Hearn not take the deal if they offered you a good deal? So do you hold your fighter back so he doesn't go on ESPN, or do you let the fighter fight for that opportunity? A lot of questions here, a lot of questions. Bombshell news. Listen, I looked at my YouTube in the last 28 days, 50% of you are subscribed. The other 50% that consume my content had yet to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. Costs you nothing. Worst case scenario, if you ain't feeling the content, you can always unsub. Let me know what you guys think. Devin Haney versus Kambosos. Bob Arum one's in, possibly on ESPN. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation.